Hagerhoff takes it right at Jarman, and Nick says, not in my paint. Corner Smith for three. Yes, Aaron Smith hits the three.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
After another 20-win season and a 10th consecutive appearance in the semifinals, the Rebels have their sights set on getting back to the championship game for what would be the third time in 4 years.
Reagan gets it back, fires underneath, pretty pass. Porter Weston with the finish.
Coach Ashley Brown leads the Rebels back onto the hardwood.
Clark with the offensive board. His putback, front of the rim, drops over the top and in.
And with two of last year's top scorers returning, the Rebels are ready to run.
3-2, Jordan Cook in the lane. One floats it up and in at the buzzer. Jordan Cook.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Outside right wing, Cameron Calder from downtown, he hits.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Rich works it around and finds Jarman inside. Perfect pass from Osler. Easy finish by Nick Jarman. Nick has 15 points. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks.
And now, Rebel Round Ball fans.
Left wing, Trineri for three. Yes, Case and Trineri from downtown.
Tie up the horses and turn up the volume as we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Anderson, left wing, fakes the three, drives in, puts it up off the glass and in.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Dayton, Idaho, and the West Side, home of the West Side Pirates, the E.L. Bud Elwell Activities Center, and the Rebel pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. Call 435-208-847-2601. Let's get that right. 208-847-2601. Today, the Rebels are at West Side to take on the Pirates. Tip-off is set for 4 o'clock, but we've got the Gary H. Tusher, CPA pregame show first on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference.
Welcome back to Westside High School, the home of the Pirates, where the JV game has got just 12 seconds left to go. Rebels on top 45-28. Rich won the freshman game 45-31, and the varsity game is set to start at 4 o'clock. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, and a real quick scene set for you. Rebels coming off last night's emotional win at Manila, a 54-49 victory for the Rebels in Region 22 play. That gives the Rebels the region title. The only team that could plausibly catch them is Manila. Rich swept Manila this year, so that's a region title for the Rebels outright with that win last night, again in overtime. Rebels got 25 points, 20 rebounds, 9 blocks from Nick Jarman as the JV finishes a 46-28 victory over West Side. The Rebel JV freshman team have really come along this year and looking good as the varsity team gets set to take the court, start with some warm-ups. Let's give you some more of the scene set. Again, 25 points, 22 rebounds, 9 blocks from Nick Jarman last night. Kenan Clark, 6 points, big 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Had a big-time steal in the fourth quarter. A lot of good hustle from everybody on the floor. Aaron Smith, 13 points in the game as well. And Rich, after falling behind early on, 6-1, battled back, led for a lot of the second and third quarters, and then Manila battled back and forced overtime. They outscored Rich 10-7 in the final quarter, but Rich outdid them 9-4 in overtime to win 54-49. With that win, Rich improves to 15-4 overall, 6-0 in Region 22 play, and as I mentioned, the region title. As for the Westside Pirates, it looks like they'll finish their region or their conference in second place. They play in the 2A Southeast Idaho Conference, and see if we can get that camera back to working. And they've gone so far this year 13-7. They went 6-2 in the 2A Southeast Idaho. Most recently, they beat Aberdeen 71-57. No state titles two state titles in 1978 and 79 in the history of Westside boys basketball. Last year, they didn't make the state tournament. The year before that, lost to Firth in the championship game and finished in second place. And then missed state a couple of times. In 2012-13, they finished third at state. So they've had a good run the last several years, including, except for last year when they did not make it to the state tournament. Things are structured a little bit differently. They have a district tournament, and that begins next week for the Pirates. These teams met once already this season, January 5th at Ridge High School, and the Rebels won 63-52. It sounds like a close game. The Rebels were dominating, leading by 19 to start the fourth quarter, but Westside battled back. They never gave up, and a good credit to the Pirates for never giving up on that game. They started the fourth on an 8-0 run, climbed to within 9 before Rich pulled away for an 11-point win, 63-52. Jarman, 18 points, 9 rebounds. 3 other Rebels scored in double figures. Jordan Cook had 16 and 9. Cameron Calder, 10 points, 2 boards, and Aaron Smith had 13 points as well in that win for Rich. Now, a key factor in that one, Cooper Hobson, one of their usual starters, is a sophomore. He did not play. He was injured at that time of the season. He won't start tonight because it's senior night, but we'll see him come off the bench pretty quick, I think, and he'll definitely contribute for this Westside Pirate team. We're about 20 minutes away from your opening tip here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. It's Rich at Westside coming up in just a few minutes. First, we'll talk with our standout student. That's Fallon Johnson when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you. When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Back in the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show this tax season, give Gary H. Tusher a call, 208-847-2601. That's 208-847-2601. Rich at Westside is the final game of the regular season for the Pirates. Rebels still have a couple more region games next week versus Taviona, the week after against ICS before the state tournament the following week. But today's game is a big one for both teams, a rivalry game, brother versus brother, Ashley versus Tyler. The 2 Browns face off at Westside this afternoon. We've got your standout student, Fallon Johnson, when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
Ryan Steineckert with Fallon Johnson, a junior at Rich High School. Fallon, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're an old pro at doing these interviews now.
Yeah, it seems like I do them a lot.
Let's talk today about classroom stuff. How's your junior year going?
It's going pretty good. Seems like it's gone by fast.
Is that a good thing that it's going by fast?
Yeah, no, I'm glad it's going by quick. It seems like we'll be done with the second trimester here soon, and I'm glad for that to be over.
We know you're involved with the rodeo club and playing basketball. How do you feel like the basketball season's going?
Pretty good. We're doing good. I'm excited to finish out the region play and see how that goes and get headed to state.
You mostly play JV. Is the JV team doing well?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're doing good.
Fallon, are you involved with anything else at Rich High School?
Not really, no. Just that.
Doing the musical?
No, not the musical. I guess I'm on Honor Society.
Have you done the musical in the past?
No, I'm not really into that kind of stuff.
What classes are you taking, or are there classes that you've taken that you really enjoy?
I take the drafting classes out to Bridgerland, and I think those are pretty fun. And I have adult roles with Miss Muir, and that's a pretty fun class.
What is adult roles? What do you do in that?
You just learn about marriage and dating and adult stuff.
So not going out on Friday nights, just staying at home, doing laundry, cooking, cleaning.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fallon, do you know, you mentioned drafting the adult roles that you like. Do you know, what's after Rich High School? Do you have a plan to go to college and what in?
Yeah, I'm planning to go to college. I'm thinking somewhere into architect or engineering, something like building houses and stuff like that.
What is it about that stuff that interests you?
I don't know. It just seems fun. I like the drafting, being able to build stuff, and just think I guess I'm pretty good at math. So that seems like what I should do.
You guess you're pretty good at math, huh? Is that just what people have told you?
Yeah, math comes easier than science and language arts. So I guess, yeah.
Are there scholarship opportunities to, rodeo scholarship and then go to school for the stuff you're talking about?
Yeah, through the rodeo, they offer a lot of scholarships. So I'm hoping to get one of those.
Do you do anything else outside of what we've talked about? Other hobbies, play any instruments or anything along those lines?
No, not really.
What do you do if you have a free afternoon? Let's say basketball practice gets canceled today. You go home and do what?
Probably watch some Netflix and maybe make some food.
So what do you watch? Property Brothers, or what kind of shows are your favorite?
No, more like chick flicks. Pretty girly movies.
What makes some food? You do a lot of cooking?
My mom does cooking and I eat her food.
So you'd pull out some leftovers?
Yeah, probably.
Fallon, are you taking any college classes?
Yeah, I'm in the psychology class this trimester.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Are you working toward an associate's or just getting a few out of the way?
I'm just going to get a few out of the way.
So rodeo starts up again in, about a month, 2 months, right?
Yeah, 2 months, the 1st of April.
You looking forward to that getting going again?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Is that, as far as activities, is that your bigger passion? You like that more than playing basketball and doing other things?
Yeah, I think I like it a little bit more.
Do you know why? Have you identified why you like that more?
I definitely think it's because I've always done that. From when I was little, I've always been into the horses and stuff. I didn't start playing basketball until I was in middle school, so I think I just always liked it.
Do you have some goals set for yourself for rodeo, what you want to accomplish this year?
Yeah, I'm hoping to finish top 15 in the state, and then that qualifies you to go to what they call SSIR, Silver State International Rodeo. I think it's somewhere in Nevada usually, so I'm hoping to get qualified for that.
I think Nevada is the Silver State, so that's where it would be.
Yeah.
How about academic goals? You have goals to keep a certain GPA or anything like that in school?
Yeah, I'm hoping just to stay on Honor Society, and I have a 3.9 GPA, so I'm hoping to also get academic all-state next year in basketball.
You're right on track for that. Way to go. Fallon, anything else we should touch on or know about you?
I think that's good.
Fallon, what's your favorite thing about being a Rich Rebel?
I just like everyone we go to school with. For the most part, everyone's nice, and we all get along, and it's our little family. I just think it's fun.
Fallon Johnson, junior at Rich High School. Thanks so much for your time. Good luck the rest of this year and on into the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Fallon. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. We've got senior night honorings and things going on this afternoon at Westside High School as the Rebels take on the Pirates. We'll also talk with the coaches when we return on the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Weststar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Weststar Printing. Stop in today. Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Welcome to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. This afternoon in Dayton, Idaho, it's the Rebels at Westside. Coach Ashley Brown against Westside's coach Tyler Brown. The two brothers face off for a second time this season. Rebels got the better of Westside 63-52 back on January 5th, but tonight it's senior night. It's the final game of the regular season for the Pirates, who start districts next week, and they want to finish on a high note as they head into tournament play. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Tyler Brown, and then we'll talk to Rebel headman Ashley Brown and get his thoughts on today's game. You're tuned in to Rich High Rebel Basketball and the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Ryan Steineckert with Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates. Coach, thanks for your time today. Last game of the regular season today, I guess.
Yeah, it is for us. You know, we start districts next week, so we want to kind of go off on a good note today. So, and it's senior day too. So we had some great seniors this year, 4 of them. So, you know, hopefully they'll get a lot of playing time, and hopefully it'll be a good memory for them here today.
We've obviously talked a lot about the value of this game for both the Rebels and for you guys. Is this a good one for you to finish out the regular season?
Well, yeah, you never want to go in your district tournament with a loss. So, yeah, it's big for us. You know, I know you guys got another couple of weeks left, or maybe a week or so before you start yours. But, yeah, we always want to – plus we're on our home court, and it's senior day. You always want to kind of win those. And, you know, even though it doesn't really mean much, but it means a lot as far as going into the tournament on a high note and, you know, with a win. So, yeah, we want to win this one, so hopefully we can.
Going back to when you played at Rich, obviously one factor in the game was Cooper Hobson not playing. He was injured at the time, but how did you feel like your team played there?
I don't know. You know, it's a tough place to play as always, you know, and I thought you guys – I think you hit the outside shot, and then the Jarman kid got the inside stuff, so you had a good outside-inside game. And, you know, I don't know. I think, you know, we didn't play as well, but that could have been from their defense, too. You guys are a very good team, and, you know, and we got to play our best to beat Rich. So hopefully we'll be able to play a very good game today.
I imagine your bigger focus this week was Aberdeen on Thursday. Rich was kind of the afterthought, or maybe just focus yesterday.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, definitely you want to win your district games. That's where your seeding goes and everything, so you want to try to host games. So, yeah, Aberdeen was our most focus. Yeah, we talked about Rich, though. We played them a long time, so we know what they're going to do, what they're trying to do, and they know what we're going to try to do, too. So, you know, it should be a good game. I mean, I don't know they played yesterday. Hopefully they're a little bit tired and can't get up the court as quick, but, you know, that's how it goes. It's always been a good game here, so I expect another one.
You've got kind of the twin towers inside there with Hobson and Lemon. Do you feel like you got the production out of them you wanted at Rich?
Well, you know, they're tall, but they're just not very big. So, you know, they're not as physical as we need them to be, but they do a good job. So, you know, and, you know, hopefully it's we didn't get the production out of them at Rich, but that's, you know, that's how it is. It's a tough place to play, and they play better than we did. That's bottom line. So hopefully the tables turn today and we return the favor.
What will Cooper Hobson do? I mean, what does he do for your team to make you better?
Well, he can shoot the ball, and he's also a big guard. You know, he's 6'3", 6 whatever. You know, he can guard people. So he's a big asset to this program as long as the other kids are, as well as the other kids. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, and, you know, hope the seniors just have a good day today.
You mentioned that Rich hit from outside, that Jarman got going inside. Obviously, you want to slow those two things down or limit those two scoring options. What else do you need to do to beat Rich?
No, we got to run. We got to get out and get some points. Last time I think we scored like 50 or maybe even less than that. We got to get in the 60 range. So if we do that, we should have an all right shot. But then again, we got to hold them below 60. So I don't know what it's going to take. We just got to play well and go, and hopefully both teams play well. And it's a good game for the people that come and watch it.
Anything else we should touch on, Coach?
No, that's it. And I hope it's just a good game, and hopefully our seniors have a good memory on their last regular season game. So that's what we're shooting for, and hopefully that what happens.
Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight on senior night and with district starting next week.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach. We're about 8 minutes away from tip-off in today's action. We'll be back with Ashley Brown right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Ryan Steineckert with Ashley Brown and the Rich Rebels. And, Coach, a lot of good things came out of last night. Of course, you win at Manila in region game. You came from behind to win in overtime. What were the most positive things that you saw the boys did last night at Manila?
You know, I just thought it was a great team effort. You know, kids were coming out of the game, and instead of sitting there, you know, and not doing much on the bench, they were clapping for each other. They were cheering for each other. And, you know, and that's a big thing. You know, you don't think it is, but it's huge. You know, it builds team camaraderie, and it just makes you, you know, feel good about your team playing together and being a unit instead of individuals.
There's always a lot of focus on individual performances. Nick Jarman had 25 points, 22 boards. I had him with 9 blocks. But the team effort, Kinnan Steele there at the end, Porter Weston hustling for loose balls, diving to the floors. Aaron does the same thing. It was the team effort.
Yeah, you know, and that's what you're looking for this time of the year. You got to play together, you know, at the state tournament, and you got to be a unit. And, you know, that's one thing that really stuck out with me last night is you know, I thought we did that, and it showed. You know, we were able to come from behind. We did some things that, you know, we turned the ball over at times and that hurt us, but, you know, the kids just kept battling, and, you know, I was very proud of their effort, and, you know, because of that, they're region champions.
How many bruises does Nick have on his arms and elbows from even with the no calls?
Well, his arm was bruised, you know, his shooting arm, and, you know, and we kept trying to get him to call it, but they just kept saying that they kept blocking him. But that's fine. We were able to come out to win, and that happens.
He just battled through it, and then the team did.
Yeah, you know, he could have got very discouraged, but he didn't, and the team could have as well. But, you know, they just continued to play hard, and like you said, it was everybody, not just one individual.
You mentioned region champions. You're at least the worst you can do is a tie, right? Manila could still tie you for the region title?
Yeah, you know, we have the head-to-head because we've beaten them twice, so we're region champs, and that was one of our goals going into the year, and, you know, so the kids were excited, and, you know, we're going to build from there and see what we can do at the state tournament.
This one here this afternoon at Westside is a big one because of the rivalry. You got the cross-state rival, plus you, Coach Brown on the other side. And then it's senior night for Westside, so they're trying to finish strong and as they head into districts next week.
Yeah, you know, and we love playing Westside because we know every time that we play them, it's going to be a good game. You're going to have to play well to beat them, and we try to get it as late as we could this year just to get us ready for the state tournament. And so, you know, we had a hard game last night. We're going to have another tough game tonight, but that's what you want going down the stretch.
When you played them at your place, you beat them by 10 or 12 points. Did you feel like you played well in that one?
Yeah, you know, we did a lot of things very good. They were missing their one of their kids that's a very good player. So, you know, we're going to have to do a really good job of defending him and making sure that we control him, and then we got to control the boards.
You were up about 20 points near the end of the fourth quarter. They came back. Did you feel like you need more consistency tonight?
You know, when you get up that far going into the fourth, it seems like you always let up a little bit, and we kind of did that. But going down the stretch, you got to play 4 good quarters, and, you know, that's our challenge, and that's what we keep harping to our kids is, you know, we got to be very consistent here at the end, and hopefully we show that tonight.
Who's Coach Piner rooting for in this game?
Well, she better be rooting for me because I rooted for her when they were at Rich, so she better be rooting for the Rebels tonight.
She better be on Dad's side, not Uncle Tyler.
Right.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
I don't think.
Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels, thanks for your time. Good win last night at Manila. Congratulations on the region title. Good luck today at Westside.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, Coach. This has been the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Stay tuned. Tip-off's coming up in just a bit on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
It's the February Sell-a-thon going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. The time to buy is now. Get up to $2,500 in bonus cash or 0% financing for 72 months. There's never been a better time to buy. Auto Farm has a ton of vehicles to choose from. It's the February Sell-a-thon going on now at Auto Farm. And receive up to $10,000 on a half-ton Silverado this month only.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Welcome back. You've been tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. For all your accounting needs, visit or call Gary H. Tusher in Montpelier, Idaho, 208-847-2601. Time for your Goods on the Wood, presented by Ned and Tammy Calder. And that's Ned and Tammy Calder. Goods on the Wood. Rebels will be the visiting team, of course, wearing the road blues. A smaller crowd here today. We got a lot of fans to our right and left here that you probably won't see much if you're watching at home on MyLocalRadio.com. Band is here. There's a good student section across the way for Westside, but for a senior night, a senior afternoon, the final game of the season, I thought we'd see a few more fans on that other side of the bleachers, other side of the court. But nonetheless, a lot of Rebel fans made the trip up here. Rich coming off an emotional win last night at Manila to win the region title. So we'll see how Rich performs in this one. Those are your Goods on the Wood, presented by Ned and Tammy Calder. Starting lineups brought to you by the town of Woodruff. And for the Rich Rebels, you see them on the court. You see them on the graphic there as well. Seniors Nick Jarman, Porter Weston, Aaron Smith, Jordan Cook, and Cameron Calder. Rebels, as I mentioned, in the road blues tonight. Starters for the Westside Pirates are junior Stockton Brown, along with all 4 seniors. They got 4 seniors on this team that were honored tonight. Senior Preston Clausen, senior Austin Stewart, Zachary Hobson, and Dylan Lemon. If you're watching online at MyLocalRadio.com, you see their points per game. That's that's what they scored against Rich the last time these teams met. Dylan Lemon had 20 points, and Rich is going to have to watch out for him. Again, your starting lineups are brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a champion, or by the town of Woodruff. By the town of Woodruff, Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell. Moving on to your keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Number 1 is start strong. When the Rebels win this season, they've outscored their opponents about 17-8 in the third quarter. So first and third quarters are really important for Rich. Number 2 is the golden rule. Rebels have to take care of it. 13-14 turnovers max. Take care of that ball like it's gold. And number 3 is H2L. That's the chemical formula for beating Westside, is take care of H2. That's Hobson, and the L is for Lemon. Cooper Hobson, Zach Hobson, and Lemon. Here's the Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off. It's Hobson and Jarman tipped back. Smith scoops it in and dribbles to his right, skips it across to Cook on the left wing. Jordan drives in, dishes off Jarman, bounce pass back up to Smith. He'll drive the lane, dish off to Weston. Porter lowers the shoulder but has nowhere to go. Dishes off instead, corner to Smith. Long two from about 15 feet out is too long. Quickly up court, the Pirates go down in the corner. Three-point shot is up and off target, short. Air ball, Nick Jarman pulls in the loose ball. And both teams with a shot off, and neither team with a basket. Tip-off was brought to you by Independent Software Solutions for all your business computer needs. Visit iss-providers.com. Again, our starting lineups presented by the town of Woodruff, and keys of the game brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Just underway here in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. No score, 7:24 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Smith out on the right wing, west side in a man-to-man defense. Weston top of the key, left wing to Cook. Jordan guarded by Preston Clausen across the top. Calder dribbles to his right, gets in the lane, dishes off to Jarman, pulls up just a bit short off the front of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by, I believe it was Austin Stewart on the rebound. Stewart has it out on the left wing. Gives up top of the key. Hobson dishes down inside. Clausen finds Lemon underneath. Dillon pulls up short. Rebound. Stewart saves it. Lobs it way out high. Stockton Brown will reset the offense. Actually tried to drive but found nothing. Kicked it back outside to reset. Hobson goes up and under. Misses with the left hand. Stewart pokes the ball away from the Rebels on the rebound. And it's a Rebel team rebound. No score. Both teams a little bit cold to start this one. Had some good shots, but haven't been able to get them to fall. Cook on the left wing. Rebels attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Bounces up top. Cameron Calder goes in and out of his hands, but he gets it back. Dishes off to Smith. Right wing three. Aaron was warming up on threes, and he was missing almost everything short. But once the game starts, he knocks it down. A Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer brought to you by Dr. Dallas Clark. Stockton Brown drives, gets a step on the D, drives all the way to the hoop. On the left side, finishes with the right hand. Brown with the bucket. And the Rebel lead is down to 1. 3-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Coach Brown, that's Ashley, calls out for Idaho. Cook dribbles, dishes off Jarman, right wing to Calder. Bounce inside, looking for Weston. It's out in front of him. He saves it out of bounds. It was out on the baseline, and Weston saved it. Tried to go up high and just misfired to the west side bench. 3-2. Rebels on top by 1, courtesy of Aaron Smith's station in Randolph 3. I make that Pro Physical Therapy 3, apologies. Right wing, Preston Clausen for 3, tries to answer. He misses, it goes up to the top of the backboard, bounces a few times, and that's a dead ball. Out of bounds, Rebel basketball. Another team rebound there for Rich, leading 3-2 with 5:33 left in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Our camera this afternoon is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, run by Logan Johnson, doing the running job. Pass down inside, looking for Jarman slashing to the hoop, and Zach Hobson definitely has the size to match up with Nick. Swatted that ball away and out of bounds. Rebels maintain possession. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play, lobbed up top. Smith chases it down up to the right wing, bounces or passes right corner to Cameron Calder, and he puts the ball on the floor to dribble, called for a travel. The student section calls out, "You can't do that." And, well, Rebels give it away for a second time already in this ball game. 1 basket made, 2 turnovers. Right wing, Clausen, they work it around to Lemon. Down the corner, got a mismatch with Calder guarding Lemon, and Clausen instead takes it himself. Preston Clausen all the way to the hoop, left-handed layup is in. West side on top, 4-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Pirates in a man-to-man defense. Rebels don't see a lot of man, or haven't seen a lot of man-to-man defense this season. It's been mostly zone, especially the last few weeks. Rich has won 11 of their last 12. Smith drives in, dishes back out to Cook on the right wing. Jordan mishandles it, but maintains control and possession. Dribbles across the top left side. Calder starts right, goes back left, then tries to attack, loses it, and Clausen tips it away from the Rebels out of bounds on the baseline. Another Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Just underway in this first quarter, 3.5 minutes gone by. Pirates up 4-3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Calder looks in, lobs out high to Cook. Jordan dribbles to his left, finds a lane, goes up with the left hand, and might have been fouled, but no foul called. Whistle and shot blocked by Lemon. Pirates going the other way. Clausen down inside, stuck there, bounces back out, and Weston with a stationing Randolph steal for the Rebels. Smith up to the left wing. Calder guarded by Cooper Hobson, who just checked into the game. He's about a 6'3" and a long guard, just a sophomore, but very big. Smith drives, dishes off to Weston. Corner three, rims around and out. And Clausen pulls down the west side rebound. Quickly to Brown, up ahead to Hobson. Cooper jabs left, goes right. Ball poked away by Cameron Calder. Good quick hands, knocks it away out of bounds. 4-3, west side on top. Rebels beat the Pirates a couple of weeks ago. Well, January 5th it was, 63-52 at Rich High School. Just halfway through this Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter, Rebels have one field goal. Inside, Hobson across the lane. Jarman swats that one out of bounds. Nick's first block of the game. He averages 4.2 of those per night. Had 9 last night in the win over Manila in overtime. Kinnan Clark and Jared Anderson check into the game. Cook and Weston get a breather. So it's Clark, Anderson, Jarman, Calder, and Smith on the floor. Hobson dribbles, drives, he's stuffed again. It looked like he was on the baseline, but he kept his toes in as he came down with that blocked shot and then threw it off of Jarman's leg. So out of bounds goes again to the Pirates. Lemon inbounds to Hobson in the corner. Up top, Brown, left wing. Pirates attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com. Rebels get in. Anderson knocks it away to Smith, and the Rebels go the other way. Smith is fouled on the layup attempt. Another station in Randolph steal for the Rebels. Stockton Brown doesn't like the call. He's protesting just a little bit, wondering how that foul is on him. It's his first personal. First foul of the game, 3:32 left in this first quarter. Brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. Smith's free throw, back of the iron, and pops out. Aaron, a 76% free throw shooter, misses them both. Jarman with the offensive rebound. A lot of contact as he tries to pass it back out, and the smack on the wrist was enough to prompt the foul. Zach Hobson picks up his first, and Austin Stewart will check back into the game. Zach Hobson gets a breather as Rebels inbound with the Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play from the baseline. Calder looks in, now goes right corner. Smith, fadeaway three, nothing but net. Aaron Smith, second field goal of the game for Rich, second 3 of the game, brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy. Dr. Dallas Clark. Rebels looking for some Bear Lake Physical Therapy points in the paint, but leading 6-4 will take those shots from outside as well. Stewart down on the right baseline, looking inside, looks for Cooper Hobson, ball poked away. Smith up ahead, lobs for Kinnan Clark, and Clark finishes on the right side. Nice pass from Smith to get it over the outstretched hands of Dylan Lemon, and Rich with an 8-4 lead. The top of one candidate already for your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. A steal, and then Smith to Clark on the fast break. Right wing, Stewart kicks it back outside from the corner down to out to the wing. Cooper Hobson lowers the shoulder, drives right through Calder. Cameron goes to the floor. Hobson misses the shot. Anderson pulls down the Rebel rebound. Jarrett goes up court. He's double teamed. Coach Ashley Brown gets a timeout before any kind of turnover. 8-4, Rebels on top on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Back right after this on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
Welcome back to Westside High School. 2:26, the E.L. Budd Elwell Sports Center. Rebels on top, 8-4. Smith out the right wing to Calder. Cameron goes down on the right, further in the corner to Smith. Aaron picks up the dribble, tries to pass up top, and squirts through to Anderson. Jared directs in traffic, hands off to Smith, and he's pushed in the back by Cooper Hobson. Cooper arms out in protest and question, but the foul counts nonetheless. It's a third Westside team foul. Hobson's first personal. Calder inbounds to Smith. Again, contested by Stockton Brown. Rebels bounce to Jarman, just inside the free throw line. He'll go up and shoot, and blocked by Lemon. Calder takes it away from Brown, but Stockton gets it back, and Coach Tyler Brown calls for a timeout. Zach Hobson doing something that maybe the first time this season, or one of few times this season, a clean block on Nick Jarman. Nick got blocked a few times last night and came away with some bruises, slaps, and red spots on his elbows at Manila. Didn't get the calls that he was looking for, but the Rebels still got the win. Our camera in today's game, heck is wrong, is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. There's your Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Visit Bear Lake Realty for all the best in real estate in the Bear Lake area. If you have some family or friends or anybody you know looking for a Bear Realty in the Bear Lake area, any number of timeshare options, visit BearLakeRealty.com. 1:58 left in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Rebels have had a number of Station and Randolph steals. Still looking for some points in the paint other than Kinnan Clark's finish on the fast break. That's the only 2-point field goal the Rebels have put in. Hobson skips it across to Brown on the left wing, fakes a pass up top. That's not Brown, that's Beckstead. They get it down in the corner. Shot missed over the top. Offensive rebound for the Pirates, and then Kinnan Clark pulls down the Rebel rebound. Up ahead to Calder. Cameron in the lane, bounces to Clark at the free throw line. Down inside, Jarman has it poked away, but gets it back, gives to Calder. He'll go into the lane, kick it outside, looking for Anderson, and stepping in to poke it away is Robinson. He goes to the other end, finishes, and he's fouled. The officials about 10 feet or 10 yards behind the play saw the foul and called it. Dylan Robinson rather, with the finish and the foul. Jared Anderson picks up his first personal foul. Anderson's problem there was he contested on the open layup. Free throw is in there, a 3-point play for Dylan Robinson, and the Rebel lead from 4 is down to 1. Anderson across to Smith. Full court pressure from the Pirates. Rebels working around quickly. Clark holds a little too long, and it's almost taken away. Anderson comes up with it. It's stripped away and given to Rich. And boy, Wayne Beckstead, a lot of contact there on Anderson, who had the basketball. But Rebels maintain possession. Inbound to Smith. Fakes a three. Cooper Hobson out on him. Smith goes left corner. Anderson, Jared behind the back dribble. Back up top to Aaron. Smith dribbles toward his right. Tight man-to-man defense from the Westside Pirates with under a minute to go in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. Anderson finds a lane, goes to the hoop, slashes down, and a late whistle on a swat. A wild swing on the block. And Jared Anderson goes to the free throw line. Dylan Lemon picks up the personal foul. Anderson will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Rebels 0 for 2 so far in the ball game from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Anderson gets the first to go, front of the rim to the glass and then down through. Jared just about 70%. A week ago, Rebels had 5 or 6 guys shooting better than 70% from the free throw line. That's dipped down just a little bit. Anderson, if he hits this one, will be back above 70%. He does with a swish, and it's 10-7. Rebels on top on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. And the Rebels won the freshman game 45-31. They also won the JV game 46-28. Reds led, I think it was 23-7 at the end of the first half in that JV contest. Hobson guarded by Calder, and Cameron, really physical on the defense, gets called for the foul. Good call there as Cameron a little too tight on the defense. That's a tough matchup. Hobson's got him by about 2 or 3 inches, plus the funny hair on top of his head. That gives him another extra couple inches. It's like a afro mohawk type thing. Hobson in the lane, fouled on the floor. He wants the continuation, doesn't get it. Rebels had the defensive position, but they fouled him with the arm. It was a good position on the body by Aaron Smith and didn't budge, but he did foul Hobson on the arm. Inbound play from the baseline, 10-7, Rebels on top by 3. The Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Zach Hobson, one dribble, gives to Cooper, out on the right wing, across the top, Robinson, left side to Beckstead. Out on the left wing, they fire it back to Robinson with the periwinkle blue shoes, drives, dishes off to Hobson in the corner. Zach gets a lane and goes up and under with the reverse. Zach Hobson with the reverse. Brings Westside within 1, 10-9. Pirates applying some Half-court trap. Smith splits the D, lobs it up just before the buzzer. Calder or Clark tries to go up and oop it in, but he can't quite get a hold of it, and the buzzer sounds to end the first with Rich on top 10-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This first quarter has been brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all.
It's the February Cellathon going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. The time to buy is now. Get up to $2,500 in bonus cash or 0% financing for 72 months. There's never been a better time to buy. Auto Farm has a ton of vehicles to choose from. It's the February Cellathon going on now at Auto Farm. And receive up to $10,000 on a half-ton Silverado this month only.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Back at West Side, where the Rebels lead by 1, 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. When these teams met at Rich, the Rebels were on top 14-8 at the end of one. It was January 5th. Rebels went on to win by 11. That was without the Pirates were playing without Cooper Hobson in that game. Preston Clausen drives in, dishes back outside. Beckstead drives in, nothing they're going, so he'll kick it back outside. Cooper Hobson just about gave it away, but maintains control. Robinson, right wing, Clausen, guarded by Clark, tries to drive on him, gets down inside, misses with the left hand. Jarman pulls down a third rebound of the game, but has the ball taken away on the outlet pass. Clark almost pokes it away from Dylan Robinson, but it goes out of bounds as Clark did knock that one away and out. 7:31 left in the first. Rebels with 4 turnovers in the game. Beckstead all the way around the arc, goes down to the baseline, cut off there, kicks it back up top to Robinson. Dylan, a couple of dribbles between the legs, dishes back up to Clausen on the right wing. Preston is like a one-on-one, man-to-man, just trying to find a drive and make it happen. Damian Lillard style. Hobson goes inside, gets Jarman off his feet, and then finishes over the top of him. And Westside is back on top, 11-9. They were on top early, 4-3. Cook in the lane, floats it up, misses right side. Jarman tips the rebound, but Hobson comes up with it. Zach up ahead to Cooper, across the court, nice pass. Robinson stuffed by Jared Anderson. From behind, Jared with the block. Anderson, that's what I've got as a 7th block of the season in varsity action. Clark gets a breather. Weston back out on the floor for the Rebels, trailing 11-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Beckstead looks in, finds Cooper Hobson, and he travels. Oh no, he was fouled on the floor before the shot. And it's Nick Jarman with his first personal. Rebel 4th team foul. Pirates with 4 team fouls as well. Just under 7 minutes left in the first. Hobson to Clausen out on the right wing. Weston guarding out there on Clausen. Preston goes into the lane, then bounces, and Smith pokes, steals it away. A station in Randolph steal. Up ahead, Anderson to the left wing. Tries to make a move, can't find anything. Goes back up top. Aaron Smith pulls the ball away from the D, steps up to the top of the arc and drains the pro physical therapy three-pointer. 13-11, Aaron Smith with his 3rd triple of the ball game. Back the other way, Beckstead, or Dylan Robinson rather, misses over the top on the 3-point attempt. Hobson goes through Anderson to try and fight for the rebound. It goes to the floor off of Anderson, out of bounds. West Side basketball. Pirates are really crashing the boards here and limiting what Jarman can do. Nick, 25 points last night against Manila, has not scored yet in this one. Beckstead to Hobson in the lane, fade away, can't get it to go. Jarman rips down the rebound, his 4th for the Rebels. Cook across the timeline. Jordan, top of the key, out to actually right at midcourt. Out on the Pirate to Anderson on the right wing. Jared, a couple of dribbles. Coach Brown says, no, let's run it, let's go. Rebels not doing what Coach Brown wanted him to do. Looking backdoor for Smith. Aaron goes to the hoop, misses over the top, and Cooper Hobson pulls down the rebound. Dribbles high, tips it to himself, pulls up on the right side, and misses just barely off the glass. Anderson fouled him, though, and Jared will pick up a 2nd personal foul. Cooper Hobson will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 to try to tie this thing up. 5:46 left in the second quarter, brought to you by J-Bar Auto. High-quality service at a fair price. Hobson's first eases over the front of the rim and down through. He's got his first point of the game. Did not play against the Rebels the last time these teams met. Calder checks back into the game for Rich. Anderson a breather, so it's back to the starters with Calder, Smith, Jarman, Cook, and Weston. Hobson's second free throw splashes through, and we're tied at 13 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. I invite you to stay tuned for our Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show. Long pass to Jarman, and he is run over, being in the air. Zach Hobson with a dangerous foul, going up high, hits Jarman on the head, in the back, and knocks him to the floor. Hobson picks up a second personal foul. Jarman ended up on the ground, and Rich with the basketball on the sideline. 5 fouls apiece. Their Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Haven't had any Rich County 4-H jump balls yet. Rich County 4-H empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Cook on the right wing, into the middle. Jarman has the ball poked away at the free throw line. Rebels give it away for a 4th time in the game. They have taken care of it pretty well by my tally, but leading by just 1. Well, 13, should be 13 all on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Unless they called Aaron Smith 3 at the top of the key, they may have called that just a 2. Pirates work it around. Cooper Hobson in the lane, leans in, misses. Oh, and the jeez. An official at half court calls the foul. The official 2 feet away did not. And Cooper Hobson goes to the free throw line. It's a little bit comical. Cameron Calder with a second foul. And Hobson's free throw is up, rattles around, and drops through. Cooper Hobson, well, he's just about as tall as Lemon and Zach Hobson, but great ball handling skills. Hits both free throws. And Westside leads 15-12, and I'm concerned to the fact that they did call Aaron's last 3-point basket a 2. Cook across the timeline. Jordan directs a little traffic, follows a screen, then gives up top. Jarman back to Cook, left wing, open 3. Yes, Jordan Cook, nothing but net. Tied at 15. Did they call that a 3? I think they did. Make sure on that. Lemon at the right elbow. Kicks back out top. Cooper Hobson. Long 3 is short. Rebound. Austin Stewart has it knocked away, and he just goes to the floor for the travel. He lost his balance as the Rebels tried to knock it away from him. Held on to the ball, but just took a seat, and that's a travel. Inbound to Aaron Smith. Westside has backed off their full court pressure or even half court trap. Smith drives by the D all the way in, dishes off. Cook underneath. Jarman backs in and kicks it out to Calder. One dribble to his right, high off the glass, misses the shot. Cook with the offensive rebound for Rich. Jordan goes back outside, then inside to Weston. Porter up and under, finishes on the left side with the 2, and Rich is back on top, 17-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Out to the left side, Cooper Hobson drives, shoots, Calder stuffs it, tries to save it, but can't. We'll give Calder the block, and Westside inbounds from the baseline. 4:06 left, second quarter, brought to you by J-Bar Auto. High-quality service at a fair price. Stewart lobs it up top, Hobson across to Clausen. Preston fires inside, he's got Lemon all by himself, and Dillon finishes with the right hand, just loops it up over the rim, over the lip of the rim, and we're tied at 17. Well, some miscommunication, blown coverage down inside. Under 4 minutes to go in this second quarter on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Cook lobs inside for Jarman, and it's tipped away into the hands of Stewart. Up ahead, Brown to Clausen. Preston tries to drive, nothing there. Tries again after some hesitation, can't find anything. Gives to Stewart, then to Brown up top of the key. Stockton backs it out with one dribble and then gives to Clausen again. 3.5 left to go in the J-Bar Auto second. Brown on the left wing. Looked around, surveyed the field, nothing, then starts the dribble. Calder following Cooper Hobson. Denying the basketball. Cooper with a nice move, gets away, pulls up for 3. It rattles and pops out. Jarman with the Rebel rebound. Well, that one was 3/4 the way down before it came out. Cook to the left wing. Jordan picks up the dribble, gives to Calder. Hobson gets in there, knocks it away. It goes to the other end, misses the layup, but Cook got him. Another Rebel turnover. That's the 4th of the quarter. And Cooper Hobson goes back to the free throw line for his 5th and 6th free throws of the quarter. It's more than the Rebels have in the ball game. Rich with 4 free throw attempts. Hobson has 5 makes as his first rattles home, and Westside regains the lead 18-17. Rebels were on top by 7 at the half when these teams met January 5th at Rich High School. Kenny Clark back in, 2:57 left in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. It's Clark, Jarman, Calder, Cook, and Smith. Jarman still has yet to score. A couple of blocks, 5 rebounds. And Hobson's second free throw swishes through. 19-17, Pirates on top by 2. Smith to Calder, back to the half-court trap. Jarman to Smith, right wing 3, nope, too strong. Jarman tries to rip the rebound down, and Lemon pokes that away out of bounds. Westside fans don't like the call. They thought it should have been Westside basketball, but easy call there as Lemon knocked that away from Jarman's hand. Inbound pass, Jarman shoots. You hear the slap, no foul called on the blocked shot by Lemon. Going the other way, Robinson lobs it across to Lemon, who can't quite finish. Hobson goes through Cook for the rebound, misses the putback. Jarman chases it down on the left in the left corner. Rich pushes up to the left wing. Smith, double team, dribbles it down across the baseline and dribbles on the baseline. It was poked away from him, but he touched it last. He shakes his head in disbelief as Rich gives it away for a 5th time in the quarter. It looked to me like one of the Pirates hit that away from his hand, and maybe that's what he's shaking his head about. Hobson at the top of the key, 2:18 left in this second quarter. Hobson gets a lane, floats it up, misses a very late whistle. I didn't see any contact, but the official did. And the call is a foul on Jarman as he tried to swat that basketball. The shot puts Cooper Hobson back at the free throw line, and Cooper making a living at the free throw line. Series 7th and 8th free throws of the quarter, and he swishes the first one through. He's got 7 of his team's 11 points in the quarter, all from the free throw line, and Hobson will shoot one more. Anderson checks back in, final 2:13 of the J-Bar Auto second quarter. Hobson's free throw swishes through, and it's 21-17, a 4-point Westside lead. Smith looks to the sideline, met by Stockton Brown at half court, dribbles to his right, gives to Calder. Cameron bounces inside for Clark. Kinnan turns, and he's pushed by Austin Stewart. May have been bailed out there, I don't know. Kinnan turned and faced the hoop, was looking for some space, and bumped into Austin Stewart. Westside fans don't like it. That's a 6th team foul on Westside. Calder, Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Cameron bounces into Jarman, fakes the shot, drives in, misses, has it knocked away, gets it back, and goes up strong off the glass and good. Jarman's first bucket with 1:52 left in the second quarter. 21-19, Rebels down by 2. Robinson dribbles and gives to Brown. Stockton around the top. Rebels have switched to a zone defense, 2-3. Lemon pulls up and hits from just beyond the free throw line, nothing but net. 23-19, Rebels down by 4. Rebels trying to go to that zone, I think, to prevent Cooper Hobson's penetration a little bit. Smith, top of the key. Jarman fakes the 3, gets right by the defense, gives to Clark. Kinnan turns, he did not move the pivot foot. I don't know where that call comes from. He had his left foot planted and was hesitating, but did not move the foot. 1:20 left. The Rebels turn it over for a 6th time on a bad call of traveling. Brown to Hobson. Cooper travels, gets away with it, dribbles to his left, kicks it out. Dylan Robinson for 3. That one rims out. Jarman pulls down the rebound, and he's fouled as he tries to give it away. Westside fans want another travel, but this time the Rebels get the right call. And Cooper Hobson is the guilty party, his 2nd personal foul. Coach Brown, I think, just come talk with Hobson a little bit. Maybe bring him to the bench. A substitution it is. So Nick Jarman at the line, shooting 1-1. Jarman, normally a very good free throw shooter, 71%. Struggled last night, and this one rattles out and falls out the side of the rim. Dylan Lemon with the rebound. Rebels still trail by 4, 23-19. Brown across the lane. Austin Stewart fakes the shot, stuffed by Clark, and Jarman pulls down the rebound. Rebels push up ahead. Anderson to the right wing. Fakes the long three. Gives instead to Smith in the corner. Aaron lobs free throw line to Clark. Kinnan back to Smith. He tries to drive. Ball poked away. Clark is tackled. Anderson picks up the loose ball with 37 seconds left to go in the J-Bar Auto second. Calder gets by the D, puts it up with the right hand and in all the way to the hoop. Cameron Calder driving to the basket. Brings the Rebels within two, 23-21. Brown, top of the key to Beckstead. He's way out near the center circle as Westside will likely play for a final shot here. He did just what Kinnan was called for a travel for moments ago. Not called on this exchange, and gives to Brown, back to Beckstead. Robinson out on the left wing. Calder comes out, defending him up high. Rebels in the 2-3 zone. Kick it right corner. Stockton Brown over the top on the three-point attempt. Smith with the rebound turns, but he won't have time to get anything off. And at the end of two, it's Westside 23 and Rich 21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich struggling offensively so far in this one, but keeping it close. This second quarter has been brought to you by J-Bar Auto. High-quality service at a fair price. We'll take a break. We've got about 3 minutes till our comprehensive family dental halftime show coming up on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Welcome to the halftime show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Rebels were on top 10-9 at the end of one, but the Pirates, on the back of Cooper Hobson's 8-for-8 free throw shooting in the second quarter, outscored Rich 14-11, and the Pirates lead 23-21 at the half. We've got your Town of Randolph first half highlights coming up right after this. We'll be back in a minute and 30 seconds on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's the February Cellathon going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. The time to buy is now. Get up to $2,500 in bonus cash or 0% financing for 72 months. There's never been a better time to buy. Auto Farm has a ton of vehicles to choose from. It's the February Sell-a-thon going on now at Auto Farm. And receive up to $10,000 on a half-ton Silverado this month only.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Back at Westside High School, the E.L. Budd Elwell Sports Center. The Pirates came in averaging 57 a game, allowing 55. Rebels came in scoring 55 and allowing 42. So far in that first half, neither team on pace for anywhere close to their average scoring output. A defensive battle, and so there's been a number of blocks down inside. Zach Hobson with a block or two, Dylan Lemon with a block or two, Nick Jarman with a couple. Also Cameron Calder and Jared Anderson with a block. Rebels were kept in check, though. Aaron Smith had 8 points. Nick Jarman held to just 2 points. He did pull in 9 rebounds and had those 2 blocks that I mentioned. The Pirates were led by Cooper Hobson's 8 points on 8 of 8 free throw shooting in the second quarter. And he did not attempt any other free throws. Those are all 8 of his points. He went 8 for 8. The Pirates 9 of 9 from the line, and the Rebels just 2 of 5. You're tuned into the Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show, and these first half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck, Mayor. Good luck from the mayor, board members, and town clerk. It's senior night here at Westside High School, and the Pirates doing what they wanted to do. You know, last time these teams met, Nick Jarman had 18 points, finished with 9 rebounds. He was a little better from the free throw line, went 4 of 5. So far in this one, 0 for 1. But the bigger thing is every time he gets it, he's being double teamed. As soon as he gets it, he's got the defense on his back, plus the defense meets him up front. He's either forced to force up a quick shot or get it or pass it off. But he's also turned it over a time or two, and just because of that extra pressure from Westside. They're limiting the Rebels on their outside shots. Rebels have 3 threes, 3 triples in that first half. Jordan Cook, Aaron Smith, 1 from Cook, 2 from Aaron Smith. Pirates have not hit from outside, but they haven't attempted a lot, just 2 or 3 attempts from beyond the arc. And the Pirates with the lead. The biggest difference I'm seeing in this game so far is the free throws, where Cooper Hobson is 8 for 8, and the Pirates are 9 of 9, whereas the Rebels just 2 of 5, including Aaron Smith, who the 77% free throw shooter, is 0 for 2 so far in this one. This is your halftime show, and the first half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Stay tuned. More of the Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show coming up after the break on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com. We also welcome you tuned in the Preston area on KACH. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
You've been tuned in to the Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show, brought to you by Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998 with offices in Randolph, Utah and Hiram, Utah, out over near Logan, Cache Valley. For your convenience, that's Comprehensive Family Dental. Back at the half where the Rebels trail 23-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Possession arrow, it looks like, will go to Rich, so the Rebels should start the game with the basketball. Rebels, of course, in the road blues. One of your, a couple of the Rich County keys of the game were, of course, start strong. Rebels outscored the Pirates in the first, but not big, just 10-9. Take care of the basketball, 8 turnovers through the first half, and then limit Hobson, and Lemon. Those two have combined for 16 of the team's 23 points. Back to it in the Epic Recreation third quarter. It's Hobson, Clausen, Brown, Lemon, and Hobson on the floor for the Pirates. Rebels with Brown, or with Smith, Cook, Jarman, Weston, and Calder on the floor. 2-3 zone defense. Rebels look to go back door, and Zach Hobson deflects that one away out of bounds. It was a dangerously low pass looking back door for the Rebels, and Rich will inbound from the corner. Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Looking for the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. Smith fakes the 3. Gets Clausen in the air but can't make anything out of it. Cook on the left wing. Clausen, a couple of hands on his hips, gives to Smith in the corner. Kick it back outside. Calder for 3. No, just a bit long. Jarman backs up, tries to get the rebound, but Hobson pulls it in. Up ahead, Lemon to Hobson. Tries the alley-oop layup and misses. Jordan Cook with the Rebel rebound. Cook up ahead to Calder on the right wing. Back outside to Cook. Pirates into a man-to-man defense. Smith looking inside. And Hobson guarding on Jarman just had 2 hands on his hips from behind. Cook looking. Picked up the dribble. He's in some trouble. Gives to Jarman. Up top to Smith with under 7 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels being very deliberate and patient. Smith backs it out, looking for something. Rebels need to stop picking up the ball clear out there. This is a problem they got into against South Summit. Cook dribbles left, thought about pulling up for 3, throws inside. Lemon pokes it away. Up ahead to Hobson. He'll hesitate, dish it back outside. Stockton Brown fakes the 3, then gives to Hobson. Cooper drives, floats, misses over the top. Jarman with his 10th rebound of the game for Rich. Down the other way, Cook to the left wing. Smith dribbles between the legs, kicks it back up top to Cook. Rebels down 23-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Jordan around the top of the arc. Calder back around the other way to the left side. Left corner, Smith looking inside. He's got Jarman posted up. Nick turns, puts it up with the right hand, just loops it up and in there, nothing but net. That's what the Rebels have got to get back to, is getting it inside to Jarman, who's averaging 14 points a game but has just 4, including that basket in this one. We're tied at 23 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Just a couple minutes into the Epic Recreation third quarter. Looking for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. We had the play in the first quarter There's a nice pass from Smith up ahead to Clark. Hobson, this is Zach for three from the right wing, misses, rebound, Hobson, and Cook rips it away from him. Jordan with the rebound. Ball poked away from Smith, up ahead will go to Rich. Jordan Cook had 10 rebounds last night in the win at Manila in overtime. That's what I've got is a third in this game. Smith on the right wing, gives back to Cook. Out the center timeline, back to Smith on the right wing. Preston Clausen fights through a couple of would-be screens, and Smith dishes back to Cook on the right wing, and then to Weston looking inside. Looks in there, nothing going as Jarman goes to the floor. Zach Hobson just kind of threw him down and then put his arms up in defense of innocence. Weston goes to the hoop, misses with the left hand. Hobson with the rebound. Up ahead, Stockton Brown into the lane. Pull up from the free throw line, misses. Jarman tips the rebound out. Hobson for three, short. Jarman pulls this rebound down for Rich. And the Rebels turn and go. Up ahead, Calder slices to the hoop, fights through the foul from Hobson, who put his hands straight in the air but really got into Calder with the body. Cooper doesn't like the call. It's an easy call. He pushed Calder while he was in the air with his chest. And so Calder goes to the line. Cooper Hobson picks up a third personal foul. And Calder shoots two at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Hits the first, nothing but net. Calder this season, 26 of 37 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, including that swish moments ago. A second one coming for Calder. Cameron has 3 points in the game, looking to make it 4. He's got it with a swish, and the Rebels lead by 2, 25-23. Rebels so far in this third quarter have outscored Westside 4-0. And that's a big indicator of games this season. The Rebels have outscored their opponents almost every game that they've won this year. Westside getting a little lazy, pass across to Robinson and just lets it slip through his fingers and out of bounds. Rebels get the ball back. That's just a 5th turnover of the game by my tally for Westside. Rebels push up court. They go down inside. Jarman misses the shot. Rebound tipped out. Smith at the free throw line. Pulls up short, and Clausen pulls down the rebound. He's got Lemon up ahead. Fires it up there for him. Lemon settles for a jumper from the left baseline. Misses that. Rebound tipped around. Brown comes down with it for the Pirates. Out to the right corner. Bounces inside. Lemon up under. Turns. Tries to shoot. Stuffed by Cook. Out of bounds. Jordan with good quick hands picks up his first block of the game. But the Pirates really crashing the boards, continue to get some offensive rebounds and get second chance points. Rich on top by 2, 25-23 in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Stockton Brown finds Dylan Robinson. He'll get by the D, turn to his right, miss too long, gets his own rebound. Rebels just kind of flat-footed watching it come down. They work it around. Dylan Lemon, 3 from the right wing. Swish! Dylan Lemon puts the Pirates back on top. And Smith will bring it across the timeline with the Rebels down by 1, 26-25 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Calder gives to Aaron Smith, right corner 3. No, it has halfway down and pops out. Robinson heads up court. Smith picks his pocket, turns and goes. A double dribble. Do you know what a double dribble is? Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. Aaron Smith poked it away from Robinson, then picked it up and started to dribble. That's awful. That's ridiculous. Well, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. A great selection of UDOT lease returns. These are great tractors with remaining factory warranty and deep discounts. Visit Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho today at 451 West, 800 North. You can call them for more information, 208-852-3660. Three-point shot up off target. West side, another offensive rebound. Three-point shot, no. Rebound tipped out. Calder saves it. He's going to the floor. Robinson steals and finishes on the left side. And the Pirates lead 28-25. Rebels go inside. Weston tries to dribble through defense. Cut off, kicks it back outside. Aaron fakes the 3, drives in, dishes corner. Rebels one extra pass. Cook left wing 3. Yes, knocks it down. Jordan Cook with his second pro physical therapy triple of the game. And we're tied at 28 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Brown gives left wing to Beckstead. Wayne, one dribble. Switched his pivot foot. No call on the travel as he passes it away. They work it around to Hobson, then Robinson, and Weston rips it around Lemon for the steal, a stationing Randolph steal for the Rebels. Up court, Smith solely across the timeline. Aaron fakes a long 3 and then dishes off to Cook. We're tied at 28. Long pass for Jarman. He can't pull it in, but gives off to Smith instead. The three off target. Calder tips the rebound out to Cook, who misses the floater, but Rebels get another rebound. Weston outside to Jordan Cook. Jordan goes back door looking for Calder. Cameron gets inside, and he is rocked to the floor. Dylan Lemon with a hard foul throws Calder to the floor on the block attempt. And Lemon picks up a second personal foul, sending Cameron Calder to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Boy, that was a hard swat by Lemon. And Calder will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Hits the first, back of the iron and down through. And Rich is back on top by 1. Kenan Clark checks in. Porter Weston some nice minutes there. He's got a couple of rebounds, couple points. 2:15 left in the Epic Recreation third. Rebels up by 1. Calder makes it 2 with a swish. It's 30-28 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Jared Anderson checks into the game. Calder with a nice third quarter so far. 4 points in the quarter, 6 points in the ball game. Coaches letting the teams play. Not a lot of timeouts in this one. Getting behind on our ad schedule. Hobson looking inside for Lemon. Can't get it to him. Looks again. One dribble, then up top to Robinson. Dillon dribbles to his left. Dishes off. Stockton Brown looking to lob inside. Nothing there. Back up top. Hobson again to Brown. Under 2 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Brown drives to his left, then dishes off to Lemon. Rebels working around. Smith pokes it away from behind. The Rebels with another stationing Randolph steal. As he poked it away, it went into the hands of Anderson. Cook back to Anderson on the left wing. He has it poked away backcourt. Goes back, picks it up. Now he'll turn and go. Jarrett attacking, dishes off to Smith, right wing. Aaron gets in the lane, kicks it back to Clark. Kinnan cut off, so he stops, pivots around, and floats it up and in. 32-28 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rebels up by 4. Beckstead dribbles to his right, gives to Brown. Stockton dribbles to his left. Defense comes out to help. Lemon pulls up for the long 2, misses, but Beckstead slices in for the rebound. Stockton Brown, left wing 3. No, Jarman tips it to himself, then pulls it down. Lemon reaches through, no foul called, and then Cook is hit by Stockton Brown. A clear, easy. Wow, and Brown ought to get a technical or at least a delay of game as he just tosses the ball down toward the corner. You could see Cook get knocked back as Brown reached in to try and take that ball away. He did get the ball. He also got Cook. It may have been that Cook sold it well, but it looked to me like a pretty easy call. Brown doesn't like it, picks up his second personal. Inbound, Cook to Jarman, back to Cook, back to Jarman, free throw line. He'll pull up, off the glass, too strong. Beckstead the rebound. He'll pivot around and start the dribble. Clark guarding him all the way up court. Beckstead lobs, looking inside, ball poked away, and Cook comes up with it for the Rebels. A 5th West Side turnover of the quarter. Cook, right wing to Smith. Aaron finds a lane, looks back door for Clark and misfired on the pass. It was deflected into the hands of the Pirates. They take it over with under 30 or just over 30 seconds to go. Robinson drives in and kicks it back outside. Hobson, nice spin move, but Jarman swats that one away. And again, the official with no angle to make the call from 30 feet away makes the call. Nick Jarman will pick up a third personal foul. The official that was right there does not blow the whistle. The one 30 or 40 feet away does. So that puts Zach Hobson at the line to shoot 2. His first, back of the iron and down through, is good. Weston will check in, and for the first time maybe this season, Jarman has to take a seat on the bench with 3 personal fouls. I think this is the first time this season I remember he's been in any kind of foul trouble. 29 seconds left in the Epic Recreation third quarter, and Hobson hits them both. The Pirates 11 of 11, a perfect 100% from the free throw line. Clark trapped in the corner, passes across the lane to Smith. Aaron turns up across to Anderson. Jared hesitates and then kicks it back outside. He bobbled the ball just a little bit and is called for the travel.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Apparently I need to review the rule book and find out what a travel is. Again, there were a number of calls last night that were called travels I thought were not, that weren't called, that should have been. Lemon at the top, gives to Hobson, left wing, late 3 just before the buzzer. Hits the front of the rim and bounces over the top, and at the end of 3, Rich leads 32-30 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A hot one here at Westside. Rich up by 2 at the end of the Epic Recreation third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Back at Westside High School, a tight one this afternoon on senior night. It's the final game of the season for the Pirates. Rich up by 2, 32-30 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Everybody thought it was Rebel basketball, including one of the officials. The other one gets it right, though. He says, whoa, 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 the possession arrow is giving it to the home team. We better give it to the home team. White ball. Stockton Brown to inbound, or gets it inbound. Rebels stay in the man-to-man defense. Jarman back in there. Pirates work it around. Preston Clausen, left wing, looks inside, goes to Cooper Hobson. He backs in, puts it off the glass, and misses too short. Jarman skies for the Rebel rebound, his 12th. Smith up ahead, gives to Anderson. Jarrett attacks, then dishes back to Jarman at the free throw line. Jumper short. Rebound Stockton Brown of the Pirates. He'll turn and go up court. Has the ball almost poked away. He gets it back. Nope, Smith took it away. Up ahead to Calder. Cameron goes to the hoop. He's hit and knocked to the floor by Brown. And Calder will go back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. And Stockton Brown picks up a third personal foul.
Number 10, Stockton Brown, that's his third.
Westside's 4th team foul. Calder back to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, where he hit 4 of his 6 points in this game. And this one misses off the left side of the iron, pops out to the right. Clark, Jarman, Calder, Smith, and Anderson on the floor for Rich, Stewart, Hobson, Lemon, Clausen, and Brown out there for the Pirates. Calder's second free throw. Iron and down through. And Rich leads by 3, 33-30. Brown guarded by Anderson. Dribbles to his left. Hands off to Hobson. Cooper across the top. Clausen, right corner. Stewart back to Lemon. Fade away from the right high block. And Jarman pulls down the rebound on the miss. Smith up ahead. Backs it out. Tries to drive, nothing there. Then he'll step back, shoot it again, and hit her. Not again, but he knocks it down. A Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer, Aaron Smith. The hesitation, he looks around, then he steps back and drills it. 36-30, Aaron's third triple of the game, brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy. We'll take a quick timeout as we got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Back at Westside High School, where the Rebels lead on the final day of the regular season for the Pirates. Rich on top, 36-30. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. You can minimize your downtime during the busy season by scheduling your winter inspections today. With with Stotts Equipment in Preston. Call Stotts Equipment at 208-852-3660. That's 208-852-3660. Also keep in mind their big filter sale is going on now. The Stotts Equipment filter sale, February and March. Order today at 208-852-3660. Westside with the basketball. Rebels getting some calls from their fans sitting behind me. Let's go defense blue. Clausen in the right corner. Rebels stay in the man-to-man. Holds, looks around, now gives to Hobson. Calder has been hounding him all day, and Hobson has responded. He has not hit a field goal, but he's 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Lemon tries to drive on Clark. Great defense by Kinnan. Shot off target. Lemon goes to the floor, pulls down the rebound, gives back outside. Preston for 3. Can't get that to go. A fight for it, and Clark this time chases it down, pulls it in. Kinnan with a nice strong rebound. I heard Coach Brown during the timeout. That's Ashley Brown telling his team, get a rebound. Calder gets by the D, turns, and a late whistle as the ball was poked away. There was a lot of contact. I'm not sure that I saw a foul, but Preston Clausen picks up his first personal. A Westside 5th team foul. Rebels with 1 team foul in this second half. Aaron Smith gives to Clark, free throw line. He'll get by the D, put it up with the right hand, too strong. Rebound poked out away from Anderson, out of bounds. Rebel no. Everybody stayed on that end. All the players did. They thought it was Rebel basketball. The official saw it otherwise and gives it to Westside. Clausen inbounds to Brown. Rebels on top 36-30 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. In the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, count on us to care. Hobson across the top. Clausen goes right corner. Lemon, good help defense underneath as Hobson was fighting through screens. Clausen works it around, dishes left corner. Brown misses the 3. Lemon tips the rebound away from Clark into the hands of Jarman. His 14th rebound of the game. Nick with just 4 points, but the 14 rebounds. The Pirates, one of their big focuses in the game has been to really limit. Oh, Brown got a piece of Anderson trying to knock a pass away, then hit him again. Anderson checks his nose as he dishes off. Aaron Smith drives, dishes to Jarman for the 2, and the Rebels lead 38-30. Jarman skied high and put it in off the glass on the right side. Stockton Brown travels. He came down on 2 feet and then went up. No call, and Brown finishes with the left hand. 38-32. Westside gets the bucket there. Smith, left wing. Calder fakes or gives to Clark. Kinnan fakes a shot. Now fakes it again, drives, dishes off to Jarman with the no thought to finish. A charge called as Dylan Lemon came over, or Zach Hobson rather, came over on help defense, and Kinnan went through him, knocked Hobson to the ground. A charge, player control foul is the call. That's a Rebels second team foul of the second half. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Continuing to watch for our Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. Maybe Aaron Smith's 3 midway through the third to tie the score. Hobson pulls up at the free throw line, misses an air ball. Jarman the rebound for Rich. Smith up ahead to the right wing, and Coach Ashley Brown calls for a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well and be back in 30 seconds on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Welcome back to Westside High School. Senior night and the final game of the regular season for the Pirates. They start districts next week. Second place team out of the 2A Southeast Idaho region. Rebels last night wrapped up a region title with a win over Manila in overtime, 54-49. Rebel wrestlers in action at state today. Wyatt Weston was competing in the state championship match at 195. That may have taken place already. And a bunch of other Rebels lost in the semifinals. Mason Skibby, Corden Conk, Keller Sidaway, Daniel Gifford, and Trey Sidaway as well. Also competing in the last couple of days at state, Bridger Weston, Keegan Terry, and Corbin Malm, as the Rebels sent 9 guys to the state tournament, plus had 2 alternates. Rebels with a 6-point lead, 4:42 left to go. Anderson looks in, finds Jarman up court. Nick tries to back in, nothing there. Then gets to a cutting Anderson. Jared goes in, and the ball is stripped away. The official says it goes off his knee. Rebels can't believe it. Anderson still standing there in disbelief. That's the Rebels' first turnover of this fourth quarter by my count. 4:34 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Calder continues to hound Cooper Hobson, who gives to Lemon at the free throw line. Fadeaway jumper is good. Lemon with 9 points in the game. He swished that one through, and the Pirates are within 4, 38-34. Smith the top of the key. Rebels have not gone very deep on the bench today, just 2 deep. Give to Clark, to a cutting Calder, who finishes on the right side. A quick cut and a nice pass. Rebels lead by 6, 40-34. Another candidate for your Rolling Kennedy Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Stockton Brown tries for the same thing, and the Rebels poke it away. Kenan Clark, a station Randolph Steele. Aaron Smith up with the 3-point shot. It's missed, tipped around. Then to Calder for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Cameron Calder with a pro physical therapy triple, and Rich leads 43-34. Down to the other end, Zach Hobson fights through the defense and finishes off the glass. Rich the other way. Up ahead, Calder. Hobson poked it away, rolls on the ground, and a timeout is called. The official gives Hobson the timeout when Jarman had his hands on the basketball. Rebel bench explodes in frustration and protest, but nonetheless, the Pirates have the ball, have a timeout, and we'll take a quick one as well. Back in 30 seconds on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Cameron Calder having himself a real nice game. 6, 7, 10, 12 points, plus a couple of rebounds and a block. Rebels lead 43-36 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard, with under 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Lemon. Robinson at the top of the key, misses short on a 3. Jarman gets the rebound. He's bumped by Lemon, by Hobson, but he holds on to it. Rebels up court. Smith gets a little lackadaisical, and Robinson steals it from behind, just coming in behind. Robinson goes all the way to the other end and shoots. Jarman says, nah, not down here, my friend. With his third block of the game, Cook turns, and he's fouled by Robinson. Dillon with some frustration there, letting it out on Jordan Cook, who ends up on the floor. 2:57 left to go. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Count on us to care. And now Westside applying some big full court pressure. Rebels go up ahead to Calder, then to Jarman. Nick dribbles once, fires across to Clark. He gets the defense in the air, and Stockton Brown comes down with a piggyback ride on Kenan Clark's back. That'll be Brown's 4th personal, and put Clark at the line to shoot what? It's a 7th team foul. They're going to call this 1-and-1, or they're going to give him 2 because he wanted to be in the act of shooting. I don't know that he was in the act of shooting. He wanted to be, but kind of let that go as Brown was on his back. Kinnan does the safe thing and lets Brown come down safe rather than going up for the shot. Of course, the way Kinnan's been shooting free throws lately, it doesn't matter. Nothing but net for Kenan Clark, who's up at 73%, 14 of 19, including that swish. Second free throw, and I may have cursed him. My apologies. He misses the second when it rims around, pops out, and the Pirates with the rebound. Rich on top, 44-36. Brown goes all the way to the other end, tries to go up against Jarman, and Nick says, nope, I don't think so. 4th block of the game. Rebels with it. Up ahead, Cameron Calder fakes the shot, dishes back outside, looking for Cook. Jordan chases it down at the timeline, and Brown wraps him up and almost pulls him back court. That'll be Stockton's 4th, unless it's his 5th. It is his 5th. I missed one, and Stockton Brown is done. On senior night, the junior fouls out with 2:35 left to go. Stockton 4 points in the game and a handful of rebounds. Jordan Cook at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line rattles home the first. Jordan with 7 points in the ball game. A couple of pro physical therapy 3-pointers. Rebels with a fair amount of points in the paint, brought to you by Bear Lake Physical Therapy. And Cook hits both Bear Lake Realty free throws. Rich leads by 10, 46-36, 2:30 left to go. Robinson left corner. Hobson shoots. Jarman got a piece. Robinson pulls down the rebound. Hobson goes up, hesitates, and got the defense to fly by. Jarman with his 3rd block of the quarter, but Westside still scores, 46-38. Rebels against the half-court trap. Jarman to Smith on the left wing. Aaron around the top. Hobson guarding. Cooper Hobson right out on his grill. Smith gives to Calder. Cameron step back, long 2, misses too strong. Hobson the rebound for the Westside Pirates. Cooper pushes up court, gets it to Zach Hobson, and Calder fouls him as Hobson turned, kind of lost his footing a little bit, and Calder picks up a third personal foul. Make sure to stay tuned for our Saby Trucking post-game show. Inbound play from the baseline. Zach Hobson fakes the shot, then goes up. Jarman straight in the air, gets called for the foul. Must have had a hand on the back because up top his hand was straight in the air. Nope, they're going to just say he fouled him. So Nick picks up a fourth personal foul. Zach Hobson finishes, and he's got 6 points in the quarter and a free throw coming. Hobson with 12 in the ballgame, scored 12 the last time these teams met at Rich High School. The Rebel lead was 10, and if Hobson hits the free throw, it's down to 5. He does not. Jarman pulls down the rebound. The ball was halfway down, popped back out. Coach Brown calls out double as Smith comes up court, gives to Calder, and Beckstead. That's Wayne Beckstead reaches in, pokes that away out of bounds. 1:43 left to go. Rebels aren't out of the woods yet. A 6-point lead at Westside. Calder from Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Gives to Smith. He'll turn, shoot the three from the right wing, and can't get that to go. Rebound knocked around, and a couple of bodies end up on the floor. Clark, Jarman, and Hobson. And it's off of Rich. Both sides, fans from both sides saying, call the foul. As 3 bodies ended up on the floor. A blue foul on Nick Jarman. What? Oh, good heavens. Nick Jarman fouls out. That's preposterous. 1:38 left to go in this ball game. Jarman with 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 rebounds, 5 blocks in the game, and fouls out. 1:38 left to go. That's boy, that's interesting. That's an interesting call. Robinson at the top of the key to Lemon, left wing. Cooper, Hobson, and a foul underneath, and suddenly they're going to blow every bit of contact. A push, Porter Weston, that's his first personal. Rebels without Jarman in there for the first time at the end of a game when it's really mattered, or when it's been close. Weston, Clark, Cook, Calder. Zach Hobson lowers the shoulder, goes to the hoop, and misses. Jordan Cook with the rebound. Rebels give to Smith. He'll dribble and split the defense. Up ahead to Calder. Cameron bounces inside. Kinnan back out to Smith. Aaron guarded by Beckstead. 2 hands on him, and Aaron dribbles toward his left, back right, and the Rebels call a timeout. 1:11 left to go. Timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it right here with Rebels on top by 6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Again, mentioning the post-game show brought to you by Saby Trucking. Scott and Diana Saby. We'll have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. The shot and play of the game brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. I've had a couple of nice candidates for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game coming up as well. We may be small, but we've got it all. And on the Rebel Sports Update brought to you by the town of Laketown, we'll talk with the Rebel Drill Team member Emily Willis, a junior at Rich High School. We'll hear from her in the post-game show as well. That's all coming up on the Saby Trucking post-game show. Some interesting officiating here down the stretch. I guess probably both sides would have some complaints, as always is the case in a basketball game, especially one that's hotly contested and tight going down to the wire. Rebels won the freshman game by 14, won the JV game by 18, 46-28. Stockton Brown has fouled out, and Nick Jarman has fouled out. Jarman, 6 points, 17 rebounds, 5 blocks by my stats. And at least 2 of those fouls, I would say, I don't think so. Cook to inbound from the sideline. Still haven't had any jump balls. If we do, they're brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Into Smith. Robinson guarding him. Aaron dribbles across the timeline, picks it up too high, bounces to Clark. Kinnan tries to throw backdoor to Calder. It's off the leg of Cooper Hobson, and his foot was planted, so that's why there's no kicking call. Cooper, jab steps left, goes right, loses control, and travels, and boy, I'm surprised by that call. That's the right call. I thought they would bail him out. They did not. Cooper gives it away. That's just the first turnover of the quarter by my stats for Westside. Inbound to Smith. Aaron hesitates, dribbles left, behind the back, gets by the D, lobs it up ahead to Clark, back outside to Calder. Cameron pivots around and gives to Smith. 6-point lead for the Rebels with just over 30 seconds to go. Cook splits through some D and passes off for Kennan Clark. Jordan absorbs the foul from Cooper Hobson, and that's his fourth, to put Jordan Cook at the line shooting 1-1. Jordan, 8 points in the ball game. These are big Bear Lake Realty free throws coming down the stretch. Jordan's first, got it. Back of the iron and down through. A nice looking shot from Cook, and he gets another. Jordan will look to put his point total in double digits with this second Bear Lake Realty free throw. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Jordan's second, good. Back of the iron and down through. And Rich leads by 8. That's a 3-possession game with just over 30 seconds to go. Robinson kicks it back outside. Beckstead, Wayne for 3, misses short. Weston and Cook on the floor fighting for it. It's a scrum. This looks like that kind of a scrum looks like it should be out on the football field. But Rebels with the rebound, and they had possession enough for Coach Brown to call and get a timeout. He'll give the rebound to Porter Weston of the Rebels on that one. A 30-second timeout with 26.2 seconds to go. Rebels on top by 8. They have 1 timeout remaining. Nick Jarman has fouled out in this one. I think that's the first time he's fouled out this year. I know he fouled out a couple of times last year, but he's been so good about staying out of foul trouble this year. But this Westside Pirates team presents a unique challenge in the height of Zach Hobson, Dylan Lemon, and even Austin Stewart, another senior that has some very nice height. Jarman doesn't contest with that much height in any other team, really, that they've played this season, other than when they played 4A Wyoming's Rock Springs at the Flaming Gorge Classic. Calder, Cook, Smith, Clark, and Weston on the floor. Calder inbounds to Smith against some full court pressure. Smith dribbles by the D, picks it up and gives to Calder. Cameron across the timeline, looks to give back to Smith, can't get through. It's deflected backcourt. Smith chases it down, turns, ball poked away. He's on the floor, rolls it across to Cook. Jordan up ahead. Weston finishes on the right side with under 10 seconds to go. Rebels scrambling a little bit, but they get the bucket. 50-40. Lemon pulls up left wing 3. No. Porter Weston pulls down the rebound at the buzzer, and the Rebels win 50-40 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A victory for the Rich Rebels at Westside. Rich trailed for much of this game, but took the lead midway through the third quarter and never looked back. A couple of free throws by Cameron Calder put Rich on top 30-28. And Rich wins 50-40 at Westside on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This fourth quarter has been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. We'll be back with the Savvy Trucking postgame show after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today. It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Back at West Side and the Saby Trucking postgame show brought to you by Scott and Diana Saby. We've got the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game, plus the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. But first, it's the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. We'll recap the weekend. Rebels started Friday night at Manila, and the girls, after trailing 6-0 early on, went on a 21-1 run and never looked back. Rebels girls improved to 3-1 in the Region 22 play with a 52-33 win at Manila on Friday night. The Rebel boys followed that up, and they started slow as well, trailed 6-1 early, then battled back, took a lead midway through the second. We went back and forth, had all kinds of lead changes, ties, and back and forth. But at the end of regulation, it was tied at 45. So we went into overtime, and in that extra period, the Rebels outscored the Mustangs 54-49. Rich beats Manila at Manila to improve to 6-0 in Region 22 play and win the region. Nick Jarman had 25 points, 22 rebounds, 9 blocks in that game. Then Saturday afternoon, the Rebels follow up that Region 22 victory with a game at Westside. And again, it was a little bit of a slow start for Rich. They didn't get. They only got a couple of field goals in the first quarter, but they were big ones. Aaron Smith knocked down 2 Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointers. Rich led by 1, 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. As has been true to fashion, Rich outscored their opponent in the third quarter and went on to win the game. Rich outscored Westside 11-7 in that third quarter, and went on to win, outscoring Westside in the fourth quarter as well, 18-10. Rich wins 50-40 at Westside. Jarman fouled out, 6 points, 17 rebounds, 3 Rebels in double figures, including Cameron Calder with 12 points. One of his better games of the season for sure, and a bunch of good games he's had. Aaron Smith, 11. Jordan Cook had 10. And the Rebels win at Westside 50-40 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. You're tuned into the Saby Trucking postgame show. After the break, we have your Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, plus the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game. Those are all coming up on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com here on the Saby Trucking postgame show. Back in a minute.
When you need to hire a semi, Saby Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Saby have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Saby Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Saby Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Back at Westside, where the Rebels just wrapped up a close win at Westside High School, 50-40 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Welcome back to the Saby Trucking postgame show, brought to you by Scott and Diana Saby. One of the big differences in the game, and this is your adjustment of the game, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all, is the free throw shooting. Rebels in the first half, 40% from the line. In the second half, not only did they shoot better, they got there a lot more often. After just 5 free throw attempts in the first half, Rich attempted 12 free throws in the second half and knocked down 10 of those. That's 83% in the second half compared to just 40% in the first half. There's your adjustment of the game, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. The Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game. The play, we had 2 candidates. One in the first half, Rebels got a steal. Aaron Smith lobbed it ahead to Clark, who got out in front on the fast break and finished on the right side. That put Rich up 8-4 at that point. The other one was also involved Kenan Clark in the fourth quarter. Rebels were clinging to a 4-point lead. Clark got the ball at the high post on the left elbow, and normally Calder would come around the arc and Clark would fake a give to Calder and then turn and go himself. Instead, Calder faked that way, jabbed that way, and then went toward the hoop. Calder found him, or Clark found Calder with a perfect bounce pass, and Calder finished on the left side to put Rich up by 6, 40-34. That was a big bucket a nice play. And I think that is your play of the game, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Shot of the game, I think, goes to Cameron Calder. He got the play of the game, and Aaron Smith knocked down three Pro Physical Therapy triples. But Calder's free throw shooting in the third quarter, 4 for 4, and he finished the game 5 of 6 at the free throw line. I think I got to go with Calder and the free throws. Those were big, especially in that third quarter. Cameron Calder gets the shot of the game as well with his free throw hits. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Rebels win 50-40 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Stay tuned. We've got more of the Savvy Trucking postgame show coming up, including the Town of Laketown Sports Update. Also, the look ahead brought to you by Lazy S Ranching. In a moment, we'll talk with Emily Willis, a junior at Rich High School, on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Back in a minute.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference. Founded in 1997, the Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614. Ryan Steineckert with junior Emily Willis at Rich High School. Emily, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell me what you're involved with at Rich High School.
Right now, I'm just ending the drill season, and I'm in the high school play, Beauty and the Beast, and I'm just getting ready for golf season.
Let's touch first then on drill team, what you mentioned first. I know you had state competition last week. How'd that go?
Not exactly how we wanted it to. We ended up taking 5th, and we were hoping to maybe take 2nd or 3rd. We had some complications. We had one girl get injured, and that was obviously something that none of us could control. So despite the circumstances, we had a really good time, and it was still a good experience, just not exactly how we planned.
You look back on the season, you won the region title, and then a 3rd consecutive 5th place finish. That's disappointing for you, though?
Yeah, just a little bit, but there's nothing you can do about it.
What do you think you'll look back on in this your junior year of drill team and remember most?
Definitely when we go on trips, there's just a lot of fun memories. And when you're with a group of girls for 8 months out of the year, you just tend to get really close. And I just have some really good fun memories, and I just got to know all the girls a lot. So it's been fun.
Tell me about a little bit more at state. I know you took, was it 3rd in the military? What are the other dances? How did you do in those ones?
So the other dances are dance, and we ended up actually placing, I want to say 7th in that one. And the reason is our girl who got injured, to qualify to get points, you have to have half the team doing a certain move or something, and since she wasn't able to do those, which is obviously, once again, not her fault, we're all very understanding, but that just takes away some of the points, so it just kind of lowered us a little bit more. And then I think the other dance is character, and we ended up taking 4th.
Is that it for the drill team? Don't you guys have a review coming up pretty soon?
Yes, we have the drill review coming up at the end of this month, and that's just when we go over all of our dances, and everybody's free to come and watch and just have fun.
When did you first start dancing?
Last year, so the beginning of my sophomore year.
What got you into that?
I was really close with our coach, Ruth Ann Jarman, and freshman year I did volleyball and basketball, which was fun and a good experience, but it wasn't exactly something that I think I wanted to keep continuing, and I've always loved the more artistic kind of things like dancing, and so it just kind of seemed like the right thing to do, and so far it has been, so.
You've really liked it?
Yes.
You mentioned the memories and going on the trips and making the friendships. Is there more to it? I mean, is there a great enjoyment in actually dancing?
Yes, dancing, and it's a really good skill that I feel like it's a little bit harder, it's a little bit different than it's different than other sports in a way that you have to make everything perfect, and it's just a good skill to learn, and yeah.
Junior Emily Willis at Rich High School, thanks for your time. Good luck with the golf season and everything else.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Emily. That was the Rebel Sports Update brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. You're tuned in to the Sabey Trucking postgame show. One more quick break, and we'll be back with the laziest ranching look ahead at Rich County sports and activities coming up next week on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Meggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the fourth president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Back at Westside High School for our final segment of the Sabey Trucking post-game show, brought to you by Scott and Diana Sabey. And it's time for the Laziest Ranching look ahead. Laziest Ranching encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. Rich with a 50-40 win at Westside tonight on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That improves the Rebels' overall record to 16-4. They're 6-0 in Region 22, and last night with the win at Manila won the region title. Now they could still lose the same amount of games as Manila, but would hold the tiebreaker over the Mustangs. So Rich, for a Region 22 championship with last night's win, a Region 22 title with last night's win at Manila. Now Rich still has a couple of games on the schedule, and we'll tell you about that right now on our look ahead. Again, brought to you by Laziest Ranching. Now, first things first, we got Wyoming Cowboys basketball coming up in just a moment. That pregame started a couple of minutes ago, so we'll join that coverage in progress from the UNLV Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. It's the Cowboys at UNLV. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 o'clock right here on KADQ. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Also tonight, or looking ahead to next week rather, on Tuesday, it's the Rich Middle School drama performance. That's at 5 p.m. Tuesday night. Then Wednesday, Cowboys and Cowgirls back in action. The men at San Diego State, the women hosting the Aztecs in the AA. And now I believe we'll be able to carry both of those. Timing might be interesting, but the women's pregame starts at 5:30 and the tip-off at 6. The men start at 8:30 with the pregame and tip-off at 9 p.m. I may be getting an update from my producer back in the studio right now. Nope. So we'll assume that we'll carry both those games Wednesday night right here on KDQ. Thursday, Rich Middle School basketball team, the Royals host Kemmer. Games begin at 4 o'clock. And also Thursday night, Rich High School Honor Society banquet is at 6:30. Then Friday, the Rebels have another Region 22 game, a big one for both, especially big for the Rebel girls, hosting Tabiona. If Rich can beat Tabiona, then they'd of course have to win the next week against ICS. But if the girls can finish out with 2 wins this region season, they could tie for a region title and have a chance for that #1 seed going into the state tournament. So Rebel girls and boys hosting Tabiona Friday night. If you can't make it to Rich High School, you can listen and watch live right here on mylocalradio.com. Our pregame starts at 5 o'clock Friday night. Then Saturday, the middle school Royals boys basketball team is at Kemmer. Games begin at 10, and the Cowboys and Cowgirls take on San Jose State. The women at San Jose State, the men at home. And the women play at 3, the men at 2 o'clock. That takes us through. I just got okay, here we go. Just got an update from our producer, Kate Bullender and Jordan Bowie back in the studio. And it looks like we'll be able to do cover both of those games Wednesday night. And one game, the women will be, or one of the women and men play the women first versus San Diego State, the men to follow on Wednesday. And one game will be on one station right here on KDQ. The other game will be on our sister station, K9, the Big Dog in Country 99.1 FM. So both those games will be covered Wednesday in Wyoming Cowboys basketball. Just a few games left in the conference season, and I think conference tournament starts just a couple weeks, 2.5 weeks from now. So that's what's coming up. That's the Laziest Ranching look ahead. Laziest Ranching encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. They've got the lights out on us, so I think we better call this one good on the Sabey Trucking postgame show. That wraps up our Sabey Trucking postgame show. Brought to you by Scott and Diana Saby, wishing the Rebels good luck. Once again, our final score on today's Stacy's Repair scoreboard, the Rebels 50, the Westside Pirates 40. Wish the Pirates the best of luck the rest of the way. They have districts starting next week, and we hope they do well. Join us again next Friday night when the Rebels host the Tabiona Tigers. Our pregame starts at 5 o'clock with the girls first, the boys to follow. For tonight's videographer, Logan Johnson, my producers back in the studio, Kate Bullender and Jordan Bowie, thanks so much. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and we'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jay Kibbard, and production assistants, Kate Bullender and A.J. Lamb. Big thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time Rich High takes the court, go Rebels!